Very good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much. Doing a lot better, but still haven't recovered entirely. You should have guessed it by now uh, by my voice. Good evening, Harshita. Good evening. I'm waiting for many more of them to join the session. So we'll start in a couple of minutes from now. Meanwhile, as usual, I want all of you to go through my previous class and do a quick revision of the last class. I hope all of you remember in the last class, primarily the discussion was with respect to the main method in Java. Why is that? The signature of main method in Java happens to be public static void main of string array args. That is what I was explaining in the last class. So please go through it once. We had seen two variants there. One in C programming language, the other one I had converted the same in Java. Please do a quick revision. All right, then we have waited for quite some time. Let us quickly get started with today's discussion. Also, to my YouTube students, as per your request, Amar sir has shared the Zoom link in the live chat section there. So please use the Zoom link and get connected over Zoom. Perfect. Uh, uh, I'm okay. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for all of your wishes. Still yet to recover completely, but I'm fine today. Right. Done. In the last class, like I said, the discussion was primarily with respect to the main method in Java. Why is that the standard signature of main method happens to be public static void main of string array args? That is what we were understanding in the last class. Let me just quickly share the screen. Right. I hope the screen is visible. This is what we discussed it in the last class. I first initially took the main method, the main function of C language, and try to convert it into the main method of Java, and through which what extra attachments had to be done to that main function. That is what we have been able to understand. Sir, that is okay, sir, but we also remember you telling when you were explaining the doc class example, the student class example, the fan class example, you also mentioned that the program will not be executable. It cannot be executed. It is because of the absence of the main method. Now that I have main method within my program, will I be able to execute this program? 100% yes. But what is the procedure to execute the program? Where in our computer are we supposed to execute the program? That is what first I would like to explain here. Right. First of all, let me just clear everything. See, the process here remains very simple. How to download and install Java onto your computers, I'm going to teach you in tomorrow's class. For today, I want all of you to make an attempt. Once the class is completed, you should go to the internet. From the internet, you should be downloading Java onto your computer. Sir, from which website, from which version of Java should I be downloading? All of that, please remind me. By the end of the class, I'm going to speak about it. So I am going to start with an assumption, assuming that Java is already going to be installed on your computer. Now, if it is already there, where do we have to type the Java programs and how do we have to execute the programs? That is what you should be understanding, right? Just concentrate here. Okay, I would like to know, is there anybody in whose computer Java is already installed? Could you please let me know in the chat box? Okay, could one of you volunteer in that case? Because I'm using work laptop today, so I'll not be able to download any softwares without admin's credentials. Uh, Rishi, could you please help me in terms of demonstrating the execution of our first Java program? I'll just give you the access to speak. Rishi, am I audible? Rishi, could you please unmute? You're not able to unmute, is it? Though I'm giving the permission here. It's okay. Anybody else who has installed Java already onto your computer? Mhm. No, I'm waiting for somebody to respond. Please do let me know in the chat box. Do not simply raise your hand. So many of you have already raised your hand. Purva, is it? So Purva, I'm just giving you the privilege to unmute. Please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Purva, could you please share your screen? We will do the execution onto your computer, if that is okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm actually unable to share the screen.
Now you should be able to, Purva. I just changed the settings.
Okay.
We are able to see it, Purva. Could you please go to the desktop? No, I don't need Visual Studio. I don't need any IDE at all. Okay, and see, while I'm demonstrating it on her computer, I want all of you also to pay attention. This is how you should also be practicing on your computers. So tomorrow, don't come and ask me, where do I type and execute the Java program? That demonstration is what I'm trying to show it right now. Okay, Purva, could you please first go to the command prompt? Okay, how to go to the command prompt? Yes, just type CMD in the Windows search. Click on this. You see this black color screen. This is what is technically called as the command prompt, right? Also, Purva, where is the? Uh, could you go to the file explorer? Where is it installed? Java. C drives, program files. No, I believe the other program files folder. Purva. There you have. Just click on that. Okay, perfect. It's installed. We'll just verify Purva. Go to the command prompt. Type Java C. If it is able to recognize these commands, that means Java is properly installed onto your computers. Just hit the enter key. Perfect. Type the command Java. Hit the enter key. Right. So both we can compile as well as execute the Java programs. Perfect. Now you can minimize all of these windows, Purva. The command prompt also. Okay. Now, sir, for us to type the Java programs, do we need to download some advanced IDEs like Eclipse, NetBeans, IntelliJ, Visual Studio? We don't necessarily need it unless and until you're trying to create any web application. Java happens to be a very flexible programming language. It is a very robust programming language. For you to type and execute Java programs, you can use the most basic of the basic text editors within your computer, which already comes pre-installed whenever you purchase a laptop. In such basic text editors also, you can type and execute a Java program. Sir, what text editors are you talking about, sir? Notepad is a text editor. MS Word is a text editor. All of these text editors also, you can use it for the sake of typing and executing a Java program. Sir, are you serious about it? Absolutely. Do one thing, Purva. Please go to the Windows search once again at the bottom. Type Notepad. Hit the enter key. See, this is the Notepad. Could you please maximize the window? Perfect. Now see, she can directly start typing the Java program here. Sir, are you serious? Because I have always seen my friends using Eclipse, Visual Studio to type Java programs. That is what I'm trying to teach here. I want this assignment to be completed before you attend the class tomorrow. All of you onto your computers should have executed the Java program the way I'm teaching it here. Right. Whatever was the program of our last class, the main method program, let us quickly type here. Purva, please start typing. Class launch. We first had a class. All of you, please refer to your notes if you don't know how the program used to look like in the last class. Within the launch class, please create main method. You, before public, you can hit one tab space, Purva. Public static void main string array args. ARGS. Void spelling. Great. Tab space. See, always for it's another pro tip for all of my students. A good coder is somebody who would play around a lot with a keyboard than with the mouse. Anyways, so within the main method, Purva, inside the main method, another tab space. Please provide a print statement system.out.println. Within parenthesis, welcome to ExcelR. Semicolon at the end. Finally, close the curly brace for the class. Puro, could you just increase the font size? Try using the keyboard shortcut Control++. Use the Control key along with the plus. I think this is much providing much better visibility. Now, see, again, all of those fundamentals that I was teaching from day one, everything is going to be tested in today's class. While Purva was typing this program onto her computer, can all of you respond to me immediately in the chat box? On which memory device of her computer do you think this program is currently residing? Is it on the hard disk or is it on the RAM? Good, Aniket. I'm expecting an answer from the YouTube students also. Very good, Kirti. While she was typing this program, 100% CPU was helping her. Only then all of those characters, she is able to see it on her screen. That means definitely our microprocessor or CPU is connected only to the RAM. But all of us also are aware of the fact that there is a huge risk of having the data only on the RAM. Can you tell me what is that risk? If in case, if the power supply is cut to her computer and if her laptop battery is going to be drained, this entire program, which is as of now residing only on the RAM, is also going to be permanently lost. And if I don't want to lose the data, I'll have to take a copy of this program and I should also save it on the hard disk. Of course, this process is what is technically called as saving. How to do it, sir? You can take the cursor, click on file, then you can also click on save or save as, or you can also use the keyboard shortcut, Control yes, anything. Purva, please save this program. Do save as. Okay, anything should be fine. 1 second. We'll first create a separate folder. No, you don't have to copy all of those things. Click on desktop, Purva. Please create a new folder here. Give the name of the folder as Java programs. Perfect. Double click. This is where you should be saving. Now, please understand this. No, 1 second, Purva. Whenever you want to save a Java program onto your computer, these are the rules that you should be remembering. The name of the Java file, technically speaking, it can be anything. But the other day, I also spoke about something called as rules and conventions. Do you people remember this? The convention to name a Java file is with the same name as that of the class which is containing main method within your program. Tell me, in my program, what is the name of the class that I have given which is containing main method? It is nothing but launch. That is why it is as simple as this. Your Java file name also should be launch. That is for sure. So Purva, please go to the file name, remove or delete that everything. Please type launch. Once again, this file, it is not containing source code in C language. It is not containing source code in C++ or Python or JavaScript. It is containing high-level language code, source code that has been written in Java. That is why the extension of such files should compulsorily be .java. So please provide the extension also, Purva. .java. Now you should be extremely careful, Purva, little bit slow because there are new audience also here. Now, while you're saving it, you have to make sure that below that there is an option called as I could not see it properly. Save as type that you see there, you should make sure it is not going to be .txt. It has to be all files because you are providing the extension there. Anyways, now the activity is done. It's okay. You can just cancel it, Purva. The file has already been saved. Okay, now I would not be interested in this copy of the program that is on the RAM. Just a second. Tabassum, I'm not understanding the text that you have sent. Okay, perfect. Now see, whatever code that we are able to see currently on Purva's computers, this piece of program is residing on the RAM. I'm not interested in it because even if I close it, can I be rest assured that the program is stored on my hard disk? Yes, because saving was done. So please close this, Purva. Just close this notepad. Is it really saved, sir? We can verify that. As you can see on her desktop, automatically this folder is created, Java programs. Please let us get inside the Java programs folder. And there, as you can see, we have a file whose name is launch. And look at this type column here. The type of this file happens to be Java source file. That means it is a Java file. Am I clear with this? So our program is ready. But sir, I want to compile this. I want to execute this program. Sir, how to do it? That is what you should be understanding now. 1 second, Purva, for time being, please stop sharing the screen. Thank you so much, Purva, but I'll anyways get back to you. Now, all of you, please observe this. I hope all of you remember this. I don't know, maybe it is sometime in the last week, I was explaining platform dependency and platform independency. In the process, I had also explained what is the life cycle of a Java program. That means once you type a Java program code, for example, observe this. If this is our Java program code, I had told you the high-level language Java code, when it is saved in the form of a file, it should be saved in a file whose extension happens to be .java. But that is not enough because your microprocessor cannot execute high-level language code. So what is that we would be doing? Can anybody tell me what is the next step in the life cycle of a Java program? Very good. I'll have to compile this Java program. How to compile this, sir? I had told you we should be giving it as input to a software called as the Java compiler. Observe this. The moment you give it as input to the Java compiler, and I had also told you how to activate Java compiler there is a command that I had shared with all of you. The command happens to be Java C. The moment you do this, the output of the Java compiler is not going to be machine level language code. I hope all of you remember. At least if you don't remember, open that particular page in your notebooks and have a reference in front of you now. Entire high level language Java code, when it is going to be given as input to the Java compiler, immediately it is going to be converted into intermediate level language code, technically called as the bytecode. So see, what is the output of the Java compiler going to be, sir? It is going to be the bytecode. And these bytecodes would be automatically saved in a file whose extension is going to be .class. This, my friends, is the first step in terms of successfully executing a Java program. Is that clear, all of you? Now, I would like to do how much ever I have shown it now. This entire thing, I would like to depict it practically. That means so far we have got only this step correct. Now I should take my high level language Java code. I should give it as input to the Java compiler, and the Java compiler should also be able to generate the bytecodes. What to do with the bytecodes, that we will see later. So see, this compilation step is what I would like to show it practically now. So let us once again get back to Purva's computer. Purva, please do share your screen. Perfect. Now see, what is the first step I told you, all of you? We have to compile this Java program. Which software's help are we supposed to take? Java compiler. How to activate Java compiler? We have to use a command called as Java C. Now, there is only one place within your computer where the software will be able to recognize the commands for your computers. That is why that application is called as command prompt. So let us go to the command prompt. Now, how to go to the command prompt? It is already opened in Purva's computer. Please open it, Purva. Please close it. Close this. I'll tell you the easiest way to open the command prompt. Purva, please go to this path that you're able to see in the directory folder here, Java programs. Just delete it and type CMD. Hit the enter key. As you can see, if you try to launch command prompt in this style, you don't have to separately change the directories, change the drives, all of that circus. Directly, where is the command prompt as of now? Going to look for files. It is in our folder only, Java programs only. Anyways, so tell me, what is the command to compile a Java program? Java C. So please give the command, Purva. Java C space. See, I hope all of you remember. Purva, please wait for my instructions. If all of you had seen the diagram on my paint screen, to the Java compiler, I am supposed to give the high level language code. How to do it through the command prompt here? Java C here happens to be the command. To this command, I should give the argument. Argument means basically the input. What is the input to the Java compiler? It is our high level language code. Can you tell me in which file is our high level language code present? Very good. Launch.java. See, that is what she is also going to give as input. Please provide the argument, Purva. Launch.java. Please don't hit the enter key. Could you please split your screen into two different windows? Is it possible, Purva? You can use these shortcuts, Windows and left arrow key. Now you can select which the other window should be. Select the Java programs directory. No, the first one. Once again, Windows and left arrow key. That's all. That's all. It is exactly going to split your screen into two screens here. Perfect. Now see, As of now, she has only typed that command. She has not even hit the enter key. The moment she is going to hit the enter key, the Java compiler onto her computer is going to read all of the high level language code from launch.java, and it is going to convert it into bytecodes. And those bytecodes, the Java compiler is automatically going to store it on the hard disk. Sir, where on hard disk is it going to store, sir? In the same directory, Java programs, where your source file is going to be present. And the extension of a file which is going to hold your bytecodes, such a file is going to have the extension of dot class. Now, all of this, whatever I have spoken, is going to happen in a fraction of a second the moment she's going to hit the enter key. As of now, I want all of your eyes to be on the left tab that is opened in her computer. As of now, in the Java programs folder, how many files do we see? Only one, which is the Java source file. The moment she is going to hit the enter key, you will see Java compiler automatically is going to create another file, technically called as the dot class file, which would be containing the bytecodes. Would all of this really happen? It should definitely happen. Please hit the enter key, Purva. Compilation is taking place, compilation is successful, and as you can see, congratulations, a new file. Exactly, look at the time in her computer also, bottom right, 1940. At 1940, a new file has been created. But look at the type of that file. It is not a Java source file anymore. It is a class file. That is what I told you. What will this class file be containing, sir? Boss, this is the output of the Java compiler. What do you think the Java compiler is going to give you the output as? Bytecodes. Obviously, this file is going to be containing bytecodes. The other day, I was trying to explain during platform independency that these bytecodes are best suited to be transported over the internet. Why? Because they are neither in high level language nor they're in machine level. They're in between both. Nobody can understand. Sir, really, sir? Of course. Very simple. I'll simply open this dot class file. I will show you the content of this dot class file, nothing but bytecodes. You tell me if you'll be able to understand anything. So please, Purva, open this. Open with Notepad should be fine. Congratulations. You see some special symbols, some question marks there. In fact, our computers are not even capable of supporting such non-printable characters. Whenever you see those question marks, technically, these are non-printable characters. So tell me, is it making sense for all of us entirely? 100% no. That is why I told you bytecodes are secure codes and they're also platform independent codes. Anyways, so those of you who were quite curious to see the bytecodes, I hope I have satisfied your curiosity. Anyways, close this, Purva. Done. Right, you can stop sharing your screen, Purva. Now, please observe this. Look at my screen now. Tell me, are we done with the first step? Yes, compilation is completed. So did we really get the bytecode? Yes, just now I opened it and I have also showed it to all of you. But using these bytecodes, will I be able to directly execute the program? 100% no. Now comes the second step here, the second phase of execution, executing a Java program, which is the execution phase, in which all that I have to do now is I should take these bytecodes and I should give it as input to a software in Java whose name happens to be the JVM. What is the job of the JVM? This JVM, of course, what was the command I told you? Whenever we want to activate the JVM, the command here is going to be Java. The moment you activate the JVM, immediately this JVM is going to read those bytecodes. Of course, we know that it is internally inside the JVM. It is the Java interpreter that would be doing the job for us. Anyways, all of that story, I don't want to speak about it once again. It is going to convert the bytecodes into machine level language code line by line, because internally it is the interpreter who is doing the job. And we also are aware of the fact this will not be sent to the hard disk. it is going to be directly loaded onto the RAM. That is why you and me, we will not be able to see this machine level language code for the Java program. And finally, it is going to be executed by the microprocessor. And once it is going to be executed by the microprocessor, 100% we would be seeing the output. Now, all of this is what should happen. Right. So what is the next step going to be? I should take those bytecodes. I should give it to JVM. The command to activate the JVM is going to be Java. And directly what we as users, we will be able to see is the output, because the machine level language code, since it is not going to be stored on the hard disk, we will not be able to see it. Right. Perfect. Now this is what I have to demonstrate. Purva, once again, please share your screen. Perfect. Let us once again get back to the command prompt. This time, what is the command to activate JVM? It is Java. Very good. Type the command Java. Think and answer. This time, do I have to give high-level language code as input or byte codes? It is the byte codes. Byte codes are present in which file? Is it launch.java or launch.class? It is launch.class, but we don't have to explicitly provide the extension .class. Automatically, JVM himself is going to attach the extension as .class. So all that we should do is provide the name of the .class file. What is the name of the .class file here? You can see it on her hard disk. It is launch. So please, Purva, type the name of the class file, launch. Now please don't hit the enter key. The moment she is going to hit the enter key now, JVM is going to interpret each of the bytecodes into machine level language instructions. Those instructions will be loaded onto the RAM. They will be executed by the processor, and ultimately what you and I will be able to see is the output of the program on our console screens. Is that clear? I want the hard disk on the left side of our screen to be open, the directory, so that you realize another launch.exe file will not be generated. That is in case of C and C++, .exe executable file, which is going to contain machine level language code. In case of Java, since we make use of interpreter here, directly it would be loaded onto the RAM and it is going to be executed. Right. That is what is going to happen. Please hit the enter key, Purva. And congratulations, you are able to see the output on the screen. Welcome to ExcelR. Could you please highlight that, Purva? As you can see, we are able to get the output. Welcome to ExcelR. But in the process, did you see any new file getting created on the hard disk? 100% no. This is why I told you Java happens to be a hybrid programming language. In the first phase, it is going to use the compilation approach. In the second phase, it is going to use the interpretation approach. It is both compiled as well as an interpreted programming language. Perfect. Did you all understand? Now, this execution is what I want all of you to do it on your computers also. Of course, here I started with a prerequisite. On Purva's computer, already Java was installed. Once it was installed, then how to write the Java program, from where to compile, from where to execute it, that is what I have demonstrated here. Luckily, the entire session is recorded. So even if while you're trying it on your own, you get stuck anywhere, you can anyways get back to this recording on the LMS and you can figure it out what mistake you were doing. Right. Thank you so much, Purva. Right. Now, like I said, before attending the class tomorrow, this assignment has to be completed. Please concentrate here. I'll just back to the paid screen. Perfect. Next, what are we going to be learning, sir? I want to quickly write the program which we had understood it in the last class. We had created a class called as the launch class, inside which, for the sake of execution, we had also defined our main method whose signature is public static void main of string array args. That is how I want my students to read. Those square brackets there, you should not skip it. You should not read it as string args. There is a huge difference without those square brackets and with those square brackets. And anyways, within the main method, what is that we had previously? Correct. We had just one print statement, system.out.println, and here we had a simple message, welcome to ExcelR. This is what our program was. And of course, now, while I was demonstrating this practically, I had also shown you what should be done with this program. If you want to store it permanently onto the hard disk of your computer, it should be saved in the form of a file. And I told you the convention to name a Java file is always the file name should be same as the class name which is holding your main method. I mean, in this entire program, after all, I have got only one class here. Obviously, the file name is going to be the name of that particular class, which is launch, and this file is containing Java code. That is why the extension is going to be .java like this. Is that clear, everyone? Perfect, sir. Next what, sir? Next what means, for the sake of executing this Java program, I had asked all of you to take the help of a software in Java, technically called as the command prompt. So see, let us assume this is our command prompt application. Right. Now on the command prompt, it would be usually referring to some location. Let us assume maybe currently it is referring to the location where our program is present. So I am assuming it is in F drive. There is a folder called as Java programs. You can decide where you want to store the Java programs onto your computer. Great. Next what, sir? Next what means I told you, first step is we have to compile this Java program. How do we compile it, sir? There is a command to activate the Java compiler, which is Java C. And the input to the Java compiler happens to be the high-level language code. And tell me, where is my high-level language code present? It is present in launch.java. I hope all of you are understanding it. This itself is my source file. I'll better name it also. This is the source file that is going to be containing high-level language code. And I'm just going to give the name of this source file as input launch.java. The moment I do this and I hit the enter key, can you tell me what is going to happen? I want all of you to participate. Observe this. First thing, this entire high-level language code is going to be taken as input by a software called as the Java compiler. I think this is just not necessary because anyways, all of you know what is going to happen. And tell me, what do you think is going to be the output of the Java compiler? Bytecode. And where is that bytecode going to be stored? On the hard disk inside the same directory within a file with the extension .class and whose name is going to be launch.class. Right. Observe this. Once the compilation is completed in the command prompt, it would again be prompting me to enter some other command. Perfect. Next step is the execution step. To execute the Java program, the bytecodes, I need the help of JVM. And the command to activate the JVM happens to be Java like this. This time, to the Java command, you should only give the name of the class file. It is going to be launch. You should not tell launch.class. This is not needed. You should only tell Java launch. Now listen to this carefully. The moment you provide the class file name and you hit the enter key, what would happen, sir? You should treat your command prompt like the operating system. No? You're indirectly speaking to the operating system. So what is going to happen, sir? Immediately from this point, the operating system is going to hand over the control of execution to your Java program. Now you please think and answer. Within your Java program, who can receive this control of execution? Very good. It is only your main method that can receive the control of execution. I hope all of you are understanding it. So what is being sent, if you ask me, it is the control of execution that is being transferred from the operating system to the Java program. And who within the Java program is going to receive that control of execution? I want all of you to open your mouths and answer, though I'll not be able to hear it. It is definitely the main method who is going to receive it. And see, once the main method is going to receive the control of execution, because all of you know this part, I have clarified it in the last class itself. The only and only expectation operating system would have from your Java program is it should have main method. Is the main method present? Yes, then definitely control of execution can be received. And once it is received, see, of course, I mean, those of you who are focusing, you will realize, sir, you're talking about Java command, which is the JVM. To the JVM, we will not even give high-level language code as input, no, sir. We will give byte codes, no, sir. Correct. All of this is going to happen within the byte codes. But unfortunately, I am not as talented as you are to write the bytecodes on my own. That is the job of the Java compiler. So instead of showing it in the bytecodes, which we are not going to understand anything at all, I am showing the same thing. I'm demonstrating the same thing in high-level language code here. What is the problem? Anyways, now the main method is going to receive the control of execution. Immediately, the control is going to enter the body of the main method. Within the body, there is a print statement. And all of you know, whenever you refer to this pipe, system.out, it is referring to the standard output device, which is nothing but your monitor screen. So see, because of this println statement, immediately the output is going to be displayed onto the command prompt screen itself like this. On the console screen. Welcome to ExcelR. Great, sir. Next word, sir. After which, do you have any other statements within your main method? We don't have. So what will happen, sir? Control will immediately leave the main method. The Java program has been successfully executed and control is going to come back to the operating system. And how will we know, sir, the control has come back to the operating system? Once again, you will see the command prompt prompting you to enter some new command like this. You will see a cursor blinking. Congratulations. This is how the program was being executed. Did all of you understand so far? Now see, this bit is quite simple and easy to understand. No, listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. I have slight change in my expectations now. What is it, sir? Tell me, whenever you tell Java followed by the class file name, what is going to be sent from the operating system to the main method? It is the control of execution. And this time, I don't want, listen to me carefully, I don't want only the control of execution to be sent. Along with the control of execution, at the time of execution, I also want, listen to this carefully, I also want some data as well to be sent from the command prompt. Is that possible, sir? 100% yes, that is going to be possible. Now, how to do it? There is a procedure for this. Now, listen to this. First and foremost, listen to this carefully. You will not be able to send the data during compilation time. You will be able to send the data from the command prompt only and only during execution time. That means you please think and answer. Currently, is Java C command my point of interest or Java command? 100% it is the Java command, because I cannot send data during compilation time. I should send data during execution time. Execution time means we are dealing with the Java command. We are dealing with the JVM as the software. Okay, sir, but how to do it, sir? This is the procedure. Listen to this carefully. Let me just rewrite these commands once again. See, first of all, for the execution purpose, what is the command? Very good. Command happens to be Java, followed by, I should use the name of the class file which is containing the bytecodes, only the name. We know it is going to be launch. Practically also, we have seen it in Purva's computer also. The name of the class file was launch.class. The difference is, after the class file name, you are not supposed to hit the enter key now. Then what is it I should be doing, sir? Instead of a enter key, you should provide a space. See, after the class file name, you should just leave a space. After the space, you should provide the data, whatever as input that should be sent from the command prompt to the Java program. Sir, what should be the data, sir? Maybe this is going to be the data. Data happens to be such in like this. Sir, is there any rule that only one piece of information should be sent? 100% no such rule. You want to send one more piece of data, just leave a space. Provide some other data, maybe Ramesh. Sir, is there any upper limit that only 2 data points can be sent from the command prompt to the Java program? Like I said, there is absolutely no upper limit at all when it comes to the number of pieces of information that can be passed from the command prompt to the Java program. You want to provide one more data element as the input here, all that you have to do is provide a space, then provide the data. That's all. Maybe Tendulkar. Like this, you can keep providing how much ever pieces of information you would like to provide. Once you are done, now look at this, everyone. Finally, now I am going to hit the enter key like this. Now what is going to happen, sir? You think and answer, use a bit of common sense. This time when I hit the enter key, do you think only control is going to be transferred to the Java program, or along with the control, is there any data also that is going to be sent? I want all of you to participate and respond. Do you want me to repeat the question? In this case, is only the control going to be transferred, or along with the control, data also is going to be sent? Very good. This time it is not only the control, the data Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar would also be sent to the Java program. Sir, perfect, sir. Next what, sir? Next what means? Listen to this carefully. Listen to this carefully. Whatever control that you are sending from the command prompt, who can receive that control? If you ask me, undoubtedly, it is your main method who can receive the control. And the data also is going to be sent to the same method itself. But how can a method receive the data, sir? Congratulations. That is why we had already equipped our main method with the necessary technique of receiving the data, which is nothing but using the parameter. And what is that parameter? It is nothing but string array args. It is by using this parameter, the main method is going to receive the data. Is it clear, everyone? I am once again going to ask the same question here. Who is going to receive the control from the command prompt? Main method. So whatever data also that you are sending from the command prompt, who should receive it? Main method should receive it. But how can any method receive data? It is by using a mechanism called as the parameters. That is how a method will be able to receive the data. This is nothing new in Java. You take any programming language, it could be C, JavaScript, Python. Whenever you want to receive data from an outsider that is being sent to a function or a method, that method or function should always be equipped with parameters. Only then it will be able to receive the data. Is that clear so far? Perfect. But sir, we would be interested in knowing how that parameter is going to receive the data. Now see, this is how the parameter is going to receive the data. What is the name of the parameter? Args is the name. What is the type? If anybody would ask you, you should tell the type happens to be string array is the type. See, these are two different things. Name of the parameter, basically it is a variable name. It is nothing but args. But what is the type of this variable? You should not simply tell string. There is a square bracket there, a pair of square bracket. You should tell it is a string array. That means, sir, how is this args going to receive the data, sir? This is how it is going to receive the data. Main method will immediately figure out how many pieces of data, how many pieces of information is being sent. Tell me how many pieces of information are being sent to the Java program in this example. Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar, good Parvati, 3. Immediately, main method decides for the args parameter. This is how the memory is going to be allocated. A memory location is going to be allocated like this. And since it is receiving 3 arguments, immediately it would be divided into 3 locations like this. I once again repeat, it is only for the sake of your clarity. What is the name of the parameter? Can you tell me what is the name of the parameter? Name of the parameter is args. What is the type of the parameter? The type of the parameter happens to be a string array. You should not read it like this. What you should do is, this is how you should read. An array of strings. That is how you should read this as. Am I clear with this, everyone? So we'll do one thing. All of this extra piece of information, I'll just keep it somewhere here. Now, I want all of you to read only this part, string array args. See, you should not read it like this, string array args. As my students, you should always remember declaration statements should be read in the reverse order, from right to left, not from left to right. Sir, what is the advantage, sir? Advantage, you will realize it. Instead of reading string array args, this time, this is how you're going to read it. You are going to read it as args is an array of strings. See, it is the same statement, but in what style are you trying to read in this case? In the reverse order. See, first order you're going to encounter args. Then args is in the square bracket means array of strings. See, that is how you should be reading it as. Sir, what is the advantage, sir? My friends, the moment you read the declaration statement in my style, args is an array of strings. Already, some of you are able to visualize the memory map. You're able to visualize the data structure. Already that picture is there in your head now. Why? Because you have read it in this style. Basically, it is an array. And for every array, for the array to be allocated memory, size should be known. What is going to be the size of this array? Common sense. How many ever command line inputs, this number of pieces of information that are being sent from the command prompt, that is going to be the size of the array. So tell me, how many data elements am I sending here? 3. So what is going to be the size of this array? It is also going to be 3. Not only this, every location in your array is also going to be provided a unique number to identify that particular location. What is that number going to be, sir? Technically, it is called as an index. And please remember, in programming, numbers don't start from 1. They always start from 0. So see, this is the 0th index. This location would be the first indexed location, and this is going to be the second indexed location. And finally, now, see, look at this. Congratulations. this data, Sachin will be collected here. Ramesh would come and sit here. And finally, Tendulkar is going to be stored here. And this entire memory map is what is referred by the name of the array, which happens to be arcs. See, now please get back to the declaration statement. How did I ask you to read this? Arcs is an array of strings. Now please have a look at this memory map. Doesn't it look like an array of strings for all of you? 100%. Tell me, is it an array? Yes. Why? Because it is holding multiple elements. What type of element is it holding? Tell me, is it holding 10, 20, 30? No. Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar. What type of data all of these are? It is not a single character, series of characters. It is nothing but a string. Congratulations. That is what I was also trying to teach you. The benefit of reading the declaration statements, not from left to right, rather from right to left. Is that clear, everyone? Perfect, perfect. Now, please observe this. The moment we hit the enter key, control was received by main method. The data is also being received by the arcs parameter here, after which control is going to come inside the program. And now you please think and answer. What do you think is going to be the output of the program this time? I want all of you to participate. What would be the output of the program? This time, will it be only welcome to ExcelR, or along with welcome to ExcelR, we will also get to see Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar? Both, okay. All of you, please participate. Both, sir, okay. I repeat the question. Will the output be only welcome to ExcelR, or is it going to be welcome to ExcelR, Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar? Okay. Good, Rohit. Good, Sita. Good, Pranav. Okay, understand this, understand this. I thought all of you are smart and you will not fall into this trap. Anyways, see, where is the control now? Main method has received it. Data also has been received by the arcs. Now, can the control come inside the main method? Yes. Inside the body of the main method, can you please rub your eyes and look at it very clearly and tell me how many statements do we have? How many print statements? Only one print statement. And through that one print statement, what is the message that I'm trying to print here? It is welcome to ExcelR. So only that statement is going to be executed. I don't know how to others, those of you telling both will be printed. Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar will be printed. Magically, just because from the command prompt, somebody has sent the data to you, magically the data will not be printed onto the monitor screen. Because in programming, there is nothing called as magic. Everything is about logic. If you have not used the print statements, how can you expect Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar to be displayed onto the monitor screen? Then where is that entire information that I had given with respect to input-output streams? I had told you, if anything should be displayed onto the monitor screen, you have to do it either through one of the two pipes, system.out or system.err. I am not using even a single pipe here to send the data Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar. Sir, then what do you think will be the output, sir? See, control came inside the main method, print statement executed. After this no other statement, control leaves the main method, control goes back to the command prompt like this. That's all. So, sir, Will the control come back and the program has been successfully executed? Yes, that's all. Sir, but what about Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, sir? Hey, the data was sent from the command prompt. Your Java program received it. Main method collected it in the args array. It is also stored in the memory. But did you read this data from the memory through your Java program? Did you send it through the system.out pipe to the monitor screen? 100% no. Then how can you expect this to happen magically? I hope all of you are understanding it. But sir, if you want this to happen, then what should we do? Sir, very simple. Then you have to access Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, put it in the system.out pipe, automatically it is going to be printed. Sir, how to achieve that, sir? See, this is how it has to be achieved. Observe this simple example. This is. Tell me, if you want anything to be printed onto the monitor screen, what is it we should be doing? We have to make use of the system.out.println statement. So see, that is what I'm going to be doing it. I would say system.out.println. Tell me, what is it we should be printing next? Below, welcome to ExcelR. I am waiting for you, all of your response here. Below this message, welcome to ExcelR, what do we expect on the output screen? Correct. We want Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. So should I also tell Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar here within double quotes? Very good. This would be a mistake. You should never do it. Because please understand, see, there are two things. Just a minute. I'll just try to keep my video on for as long as I can. See, there are two things. On one end, we have the Java program that is being executed by the user through the command prompt. Now, what do you think is going to happen first? Do you think the user will first try executing the program from the command prompt, then the program is going to be developed, or first the program should be developed and only then the user will be able to execute it through the command prompt? Now, am I asking any rocket science question here? Thank you, Parvati. You want me to repeat the question? Do you think first the user is going to execute the program, or first the program has to be developed? Oh, thank you so much. For a moment, I was very scared that I was not getting any answers at all. Good. First, the program should be created. It should be developed. Only then the user will be able to, at a later point of time, through the command prompt, that person will be able to execute it. I hope this bit is completely clear. Now you please think and answer. What you are trying to tell me here is apply the same funda here also. First, this program is going to be prepared. See, first this program should be developed. Only then the user is going to execute it. That means clearly at this point of time, you have no idea as to what the data the user is going to send to your program from the command prompt. Now still it is in the development phase here. Now you think an answer while it is in the development phase here. How can I time travel to future, and how will I be able to get to know that in the future my program user is going to send me 3 command line data Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, so I will also tell Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. I hope all of you are understanding it. This is the reason why I wanted to come on the screen and clarify this bit here. It is absolutely not possible for us to hard code the data while the development of the application is happening, because we don't even know what the data that is going to be sent at the time of execution. So what is that we should be doing, sir? You should play smart. Still the development of the application is going on. System.out.println. I don't know what the first data element is going to be, whether Sachin, whether Virat, whether Rohit, whether Rahul. I don't really know what it is going to be, but I am a smart developer. I know one thing for sure. Let it be Sachin, let it be Saurav, let it be Yuvraj, let it be Dhoni. First data element, I know where in my program it is going to be stored. First of all of the data elements are going to be collected by which array here? Args array. In the args array, can you please use common sense and tell me where will the first element be stored? Do you need to solve any Laplace theorem, integration, differentiation to tell me this answer? Absolutely no. We know, sir, the first element in the args array will be stored the 0th index location. That's all. That is what I am also going to take the advantage of. So see, I am not going to tell Sachin very smartly, this is how I'm going to write it here. I would say, boss, print whatever is there in the args array. I will not stop here. Whatever is there in the args array at the 0th index location, like this. Whenever you want to refer to the element in the array and you want to use the index location, it should also be placed within the square brackets like this. Did you people understand so far? Now when I tell system.out.println of args of 0, now you don't think args of 0 will be printed because it is not within double quotes. It will first go to args of 0 location. See, args of 0. It will fetch this data, Sachin. That Sachin will be substituted here, and correctly on your output screen, Sachin is going to be displayed. Did you understand? Very good. Similarly, tell me, now if I want to print Ramesh next, should I tell system.out.println Ramesh itself directly? No, because I don't know. It can be Ramesh, it can be Suresh. But I know one thing. You want the second data element to be printed, right? It is going to be present at args of 1. So see, smart move, args of 1. That's all. Similarly, the last data when you want to print system.out.println, here once again we have to tell args of, that is all I should be doing, and after which, of course, the program is incomplete. I have to close the main method brace here, and this is going to be the closing brace of the launch class. Now that my program is ready, let us say compilation is completed, execution is happening, and at the time of execution, as usual, once again I'm sending the data Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. This control along with the data will be transferred to the main method. Main method will receive the control, and data is going to be received by the parameter. What is the name of the parameter? Args. What is args? If they ask you, the answer is on my screen. Args is an array of strings. Basically, it is an array. So first of all, the memory for the array is going to be allocated. It is going to receive the data Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, and now the program control enters inside the body of the main method. Tell me, what is the first statement that you have within the main method? System.out.println, welcome to ExcelR. So see, that is going to be the output this time first. Welcome to ExcelR. Next, what's it? After this, control jumps to the next statement, because this is how the execution flow is. It is always sequential, one statement after the other. Control jumps to the next statement now. System.out.println args of 0. Can you tell me what is there in args of 0? Sachin, very good. See, Sachin is going to be printed like this. Next, what, sir? Next, you're printing args of 1. So correctly, Ramesh will be printed. Next, you're printing args of 2. So see, Tendulkar is going to be printed like this. After which, we don't have any other statements. Control leaves the main method and control comes back to the operating system. And on the command prompt, you will be able to see the prompt command back once again. Am I clear with this, everyone? Right. Sir, with this, what concept are we trying to learn in today's class? The concept is already taught. Observe this. See, what is this application that I'm referring to here? Command prompt. One line in the command prompt is technically called as a command line. One specific line on the command prompt is technically called as command line. And through this command line, what is this Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar that you're trying to send here? I was referring to it again and again. It is nothing but data. You can call it as data. Same thing in hi-fi technical terms. Data is also referred to as arguments. And these arguments, since they are sent from the command line, congratulations. That is why these are referred to as command line arguments. A very famous concept in any programming language. What are command line arguments? I'm giving out the definition. Listen to it carefully. Command line arguments refer to the data that is sent from the command prompt at the time of execution. You should be careful. We are not sending it during compilation. When are we sending it? After compilation, during execution. That is when the data is going to be sent. And who receives these command line arguments? Command line arguments are going to be received by the main method by using the parameter whose name happens to be args. What is the type of args? It is an array of strings. It is a string array. This is what you should be aware of command line arguments. Is that clear, everyone? Did all of you understand so far? Let me know if there are any doubts. Can I proceed? Command line argument definition. Sure, if you want to make a note of it, you can note it down somewhere. Command line arguments are the data. Command line arguments are the data sent from the command prompt. Nobody really has to mug up this definition. I mean, you have understood it. Command line arguments are the data sent from the command prompt, sent from the command prompt, sent from the command prompt to the Java program, to the Java program at the time of execution. At the time of execution. Right. I was expecting at least one of you would ask me this question. Sir, while we were sending the data, I see that Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar have been sent in a single line. But while we are printing Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar, I see the output has appeared in three different lines. Sachin in a different line, Ramesh in a different line, Tendulkar in a different line. What if in case in the output also I want Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar to be present in a single line? Any suggestions? Okay, first of all, the screen is quite clumsy here. I want to clean it. Now, observe this, observe this. Listen to me carefully. See, the other day when I was talking about these streams, I had told you there are three different methods available. There is this println, there is the print method, and there is also the printf method that is going to be available. As of now, for printing, which of these three methods did I use? It is the println. Now you need to understand the behavior, the difference between println and print. Out of three options, today we are going to explore the first two. Of course, the third one is used for formatted printing, which at a later point of time, you'll be understanding it. Now listen to this, listen to this. Again, I don't want to waste your time as well as my time here writing the entire program code again and again. Directly, only the core logic is what I'll be writing it. Previously, this is how our statement used to look like. System. Every time typing system.out.println is also quite lengthy here. I'll simply specify. See, if you do this here, if you would say args of 0 system.out.println args of 1. This is how the program code was. System.out.println args of 2. Now, what you need to understand is the moment the control encounters this statement here, first thing, it notices that the programmer this time is not using print. The programmer this time is using println. That means there are two jobs for the control to be performed, for this method to be performed. What are those two jobs, sir? Understand, you'll get to know. It's better I mention those numbers here. First job is to print, after which this ln that you see here, it stands for new line. It stands for next line. How to do it, sir? This is how it should be done. Tell me, println has got how many jobs? Two jobs. First job is to print. Second job after printing, it is to take the cursor to the next line. Do not forget it. That means, what do you mean to say, sir? For example, let us say the output for this particular program is going to be, tell me, firstly, what are you printing? Args of 0. Okay, I will also mention the command line execution directly here so that you don't get confused. Here also, we are trying to execute the program by sending the same data, Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar. So the command line execution remains the same. Once we hit the enter key here, see in the output now, first print statement, I'm not using print here, I'm using println. So what are the two jobs I should be performing? First print, then take the cursor, move the cursor to the next line. What are we printing here? Args of 0. What is args of 0 going to be? Sachin. Very good. See, but if you think the job is done and the cursor can and the control can go to the next line, you're wrong. Printing is just the 50% of the job for println statement here. The remaining 50% is now after, see, we'll do one thing. Even before you printed anything onto the monitor screen, the print statement should know from where the printing should start. That is why always on all of your monitor screens, on all of your console screens, you will have a cursor like this. This cursor will be blinking. It is going to indicate it is from this point the printing activity should start. This is where it was blinking before even printing Sachin. Now see, immediately Sachin will be printed. Sir, after printing Sachin, what happens to the cursor, sir? Will it automatically be taken to the next line? That is not going to happen. The default nature of these cursors is it will always remain in the same line pointing to the next character where the printing activity has been completed previously. That means immediately after Sachin, this is where, my friends, the cursor will be pointing. That means later, if anything should be printed, it should be printed at this particular position of the cursor. But that would have been the case if in case you had made use of the print statement. But look at my program. Am I using print or println here? It is println. That means after printing, what is the remaining 50% of the job, sir? Very good. Now I should take this cursor, and this cursor now is going to be moved to the next line like this. See, this cursor will be taken and it is going to be moved to the next line. As a result of which, please look at this, the cursor has come to the next line like this. What is the advantage, sir? I told you, if at all you want to print anything, where is the printing activity going to take place? Wherever is the current position of the cursor. Now you look at the output screen and tell me, where is my cursor pointing? Is it in the same line or has it been moved to the next line? Definitely it has been moved to the next line. So next to whatever Parvati is going to print, automatically, can you tell me where is it going to be printed? Very good. It is going to be printed in the next line. That is why in the previous program also, I had written the output Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar in 3 different lines. This is the reason behind. Anyways, now the println job is completed. Control comes to the next line. Once again, println 2 jobs. First print. What should I print? Args of 1. Where should I print? Wherever the cursor is there. This is where the cursor is there. So observe this. Immediately the printing will take place. Ramesh. After printing, can you tell me, naturally, where is the cursor supposed to remain? In the same row, in the same line. But I did not use print. I have used println. So what happens to this cursor? Very good. It is going to be taken. It is going to be moved to the next line like this. Congratulations. Now, is the job of the second println statement also completed? Yes. Come to the next line. Once again, println statement. First print. What should I print? Args of 2. What is there in args of 2? Tendulkar. Where should I print? Wherever cursor is there. You see? After printing, the cursor remains in the same line like this. After that, because of println, once again, this cursor will also be taken to the next line like this. So it is not here anymore. Am I clear with this? Now did you understand why is that we did not get the output Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar in a single line? Rather, why did we get it in 3 different lines? This is the reason behind. Is it clear, everyone? Now you think an answer. If I want Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar to be printed in a single line, is it possible or is it not possible? 100% it is possible. And some of you are telling me, sir, you should use print. See, listen to me carefully, everyone. Oh, suddenly, why is there increase in number of students? Oh, attendance graduates. In all of your graduation certificates, it would be mentioned very boldly. So and so person has completed graduation in getting attendance on time. You're not going to be graduate in some specialization in life. You'll be a graduate in terms of attendance. Such are these people. Anyways, I know when to send the attendance link. It would definitely not be before 9:15. Now see, sir, if you ask me this question, instead of using 3 different print statements, is it possible to print Sachin also, Ramesh also, Tendulkar also using a single print statement? Absolutely, yes, it is possible. How to do it, sir? That alternative is what I'm teaching it here. Concentrate here. See, I would say system dot out dot. Sir, this time we should use print. No, sir. No, it is my choice. As you can see, I'm using println itself. Instead of writing three different print statements to print three different things here, I want to print all of those three using a single print statement. So tell me, first, what is it I should be printing? I have to print args of 0. Next, what is it you should be printing? Args of 1. Next, what is it you should be printing? Args of 2. Forget if the compiler will be able to make sense out of it. To human eyes only, this is so confusing here. Hey, args of 0, that's all. After this, once again, you cannot attach this like this. But I should tell to the compiler, look, this is going to give me a different data. And then args of 1 is going to give me different data. Args of 2 is going to give me different piece of element here. So what is that I should be doing, sir? Whenever you want to print multiple things together in a single print statement, you should always make sure the multiple variables are going to be separated with a special symbol in between. What is that special symbol, sir? It is the plus operator that you should be using it. Am I clear? The moment you use the plus operator, it is going to be informed. Look, this is a separate operand. This should be evaluated separately. Args of 0, Sachin. Next, this is a separate operand here. Next, this is a separate operand here. I hope all of you know the difference between operator and operand. Sir, that is okay, sir. But why are you using plus? Instead of plus, can't we use anything else? 100% no. You have to wait until and unless you're aware of a concept called as string concatenation. Only then this is going to make sense. Anyways, now coming back here, sir, how will this be evaluated, sir? First of all, before you complete the printing operation, the value within these brackets, within these parentheses should be evaluated. So tell me, what is there in args of 0? Very good, Sachin. This is going to be the first operand. In between plus, I will write it as it is. Next, we have got Ramesh. Next, we have got Tendulkar like this. These are the three string values. Next word, sir. Sir, what is the result of Sachin plus Ramesh plus Tendulkar, sir? How can I perform addition operation between them? That is why I told you, you need a bit of technical background to understand this statement. Okay, let me just reveal it now. Let us see how many of you will be able to understand. Very simple. I mean, if you have to forcefully get confused, I'm not here to stop you. But if you want to understand, things are going to become very simple. See, whenever you use plus operator between two integers, it is going to perform addition operation. But whenever you use plus operator between two string values, string means it is going to be enclosed within double quotes. The result, I mean, it is not common sense to tell that strings can be added. In between strings, the operation that is going to take place, we say concatenation operation. So what is the result going to be, sir? It is a single string, which is going to be the result of both these strings combined together. That's all, man. Now, though I have kept things so simple, even then, if you want to get confused, like I said, you're welcome to get confused. Nobody is stopping you. Now you please think and answer. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, is it numerical data or string type of data? String type of data. So what operation is going to be performed here? Very good, concatenation. So see, it is going to be a single string. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar like this. And finally, this is what is going to be sent as input to the println method. And finally, that is what you will be able to see on the output screen. Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar like this. Am I clear with this, everyone? Sir, but even then we see there is a mistake, sir. Sir, we don't have spaces in between. We don't have space in between because in the memory also, the data Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar is not going to be stored with these spaces. Because please understand, whenever while providing the data, if you tell Sachin space Ramesh space Tendulkar, was it considered single element or three different elements? Three different elements. That means clearly this space was acting like a separator here. I don't want to use a lot of technical words. Technically, it is called as delimiter here. So first question, was space considered as input? No. Was it stored in the args array? No. Then how do you expect it to be automatically, magically printed in the output screen? But sir, readability, sir. If you want a space, you better insert a space. Without inserting a space do not magically claim spaces to be printed here. Oh, sir, then what should we do, sir? Very simple, man. See, this time what you're telling is whatever is there in args of 0, whatever is there in args of 1, directly I should not attach, I should not concat. In between, I need a space. So you better provide a space. Sir, can you please write and explain, sir? Yes, see, this is what you're expecting. This time, I want to accomplish the job using a single print statement. Once again, let us say it is going to be a print ln only. Tell me. Within the parenthesis, first I would say args of 0. Observe this. Next, args of 1. Next, args of 2, like this. But this time I want space also to be attached in between. So what should I do, sir? See, I am myself concatenating space here. I hope you understood. Within double quotes, don't tell me, sir, we have nothing. Hey, what I have given here is a space. There is a space character. Same is the case here as well. So this time, can you tell me how will the final string evaluate as? Rs of 0 is Sachin. This should be concatenated with a space first. Or it is going to be a lengthy concatenation. Anyways, as long as you're going to understand. So now all of the operands are strings only, I should simply join them. So Sachin space Ramesh space Tendulkar, like this. That's all. So finally, the output of this program is Sachin space Ramesh space Tendulkar, like this. Congratulations. You did not only get the output in a single line, you have got it in a single line with spaces also, and of course by using a single print statement. And I have a question to all of you. In these two cases, where we are using a single println statement, can you tell me, after printing Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, where is the cursor going to be pointing to? Where is the cursor pointing at? Very good. It won't be in the same line. It is going to be definitely in the next line because I've used println here. Hey, I clearly explained in the first scenario here. Two jobs, print, then take the cursor to the next line. So see, here also the cursor would be the next line. Here also the cursor is going to be there in the next line. Am I clear with this, everyone? Sir, can we do this using print also, sir? Of course, yes. The only difference is, boss, cursor will remain in the same line. That's it. Anyways, I'll speak about the print statement also. Before which, let us complete the attendance and the feedback for today. So, Amar sir.
Yes, please tell.
Sure. Please, if you can share the link with the students.
Yeah, I'm sharing that.
Sure. All of you, please complete providing the attendance and the feedback for today's session. Is it completed, everyone? Oh, also good to see that the attendance graduates have already left the Zoom session. I pity these people. They think they are the most smart species out there, who immediately hop into the session at 8:30, and by the moment attendance link is shared, give the attendance, provide the feedback, and leave. Their job is done, and automatically, like I say, magically, at the end of the training, certificates are going to be issued to them. They have absolutely no idea what kind of cards I have still not yet revealed to the audience at all. So if they think only because of attendance the certificate is going to be issued, that is definitely not possible. I don't know how many of you remember, I had told you at the end of the training program, we're going to have a final assessment. So your assessment scores would also matter whether or not the certificate would be issued. Right. Mamta, what are the uses of command line arguments here? Mamta, as of now, simply remember this. If you would like to send any data to the Java program at the time of execution, even before main method has started executing it, in that case, we have to make use of command line arguments. Now, when is it going to be used? It depends on the scenario. It depends on the kind of application that you're going to be building. So whenever you encounter such a situation where even before control enters main method, the input should have already been given to main method. In that case, the go-to solution here is going to be command line arguments. Okay, understand this then. Right. Just quick change. Just a minute. See, let us say if in case please tell me what would be the output of this statement along with the cursor position. Please be quick. I need the answers in the chat quickly. Tabassum wrong. No, I mean, I don't even know if there is anything for you to think so much about it. The output is going to be just same like the previous example, except in between Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, this time I'm not attaching a space character, I'm attaching some other character. So that itself gets concatenated. So I'll just write the final output here. It is going to be Sachin @ Ramesh. Then we have a dollar. So dollar will be printed as it is. Next, Tendulkar. That's all. And I also asked you, I would be interested in the position of the cursor. This time, be careful. I did not use print ln, I have used print. So the cursor is definitely going to remain in the same line like this. That's all. Do you people understand so far? At least try to get the next one correctly. Please be ready to answer. Let me see who answers it first. Please speak quick. Yeah, I thought you people are smart, but you're proving me wrong. I am surprised to see Ramesh in some of your answers. Why is this statement important? Listen to me, everyone. Listen to me, listen to me. Good, 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 good. See, once you collect the command line arguments from the command prompt and once you have stored it in the args array, nobody has told you, there is no hard and fast rule that you should access the data in the array in a sequential order only. First 0th index location, next first indexed location, second indexed location. Whichever is of your interest, directly you can fetch that piece of data. That is the advantage of array. Randomly, you will be able to access the data. Randomly, you'll be able to insert the data in an array using something called as the indexes. At the same time, if you would like to repetitively access some element from the array also, that is permitted. That is why you see here two things. I am not going in a sequence 0, 1, 2. Secondly, the last element, which is Tendulkar here, I'm accessing it how many times? 2 times. That is absolutely my wish. In other words, if you're thinking the output of this program is going to be a compilation error, you're mistaken. The output of this program is going to be Tendulkar, Sachin, Tendulkar. This is also permitted. So answer to this question, I'm not able to stare at the screen itself. My eyes are paining. Is there any rule that we have to access the elements of an array in a sequential manner? Not necessarily. Is there any rule that we have to access all the elements in an array compulsorily? Not needed. In this case, which element have I not even accessed? Yes. First indexed element, Ramesh, did not even access it. Another question. Is there any rule that a particular element from an array should be accessed only once? Not needed. Tendulkar, how many times am I accessing it here? 2 times. I hope all of you have been able to understand. This is also valid. One last statement for the day before I conclude it. System.out.println, and this time I would want to print only Sachin. Okay, at least this should be easy. You should all be very fast in terms of telling the answer to me. I've told you, stop being a mute spectator in life. When there is a chance given for you to participate, participate. Good Kritik Kumar, Mamta, Harini, Rishi, Ajay, Vaishnavi, Kirti, Shrikant, Aniket, Rohit, Sneha, Taju SK, Meghna, Sangeeta, Uma, Divakar, Rakesh, Aditya, Aniket. Okay, anyways, if you are thinking the output of this statement is going to be Sachin, you are mistaken. And if you're thinking Sachin with double quotes, you're a double mistaken. There is no way that is how the output is going to be. I told you simple rule. I think at least some 3-4 classes before only I have told you when I was discussing print statements. Within double quotes, whatever you put it, mechanically it is going to be printed as it is. In other words, the output of this statement is as simple as this. It is simply going to be R of 0 itself is going to be the Sir, are you telling output itself is args of 0? Yes. Because now this time args here doesn't mean parameter of main method, array, index, nothing. It is just some random characters that were enclosed within double quotes. Hence, the job of the print statement was to mechanically print them as it is onto the console screen. Am I clear? So don't fall into the trap. Think about it before you zero in as to what is the right solution or not. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, one last piece of information after which I will be calling it a day. See, you can also refer to a variable on the args array whose name happens to be length. What would it give me, sir? It is going to give you the size of the array, the number of locations that are created in the args array. Can you tell me how many locations will be created in the args array? Don't tell me 3. As many data elements that are being passed from the command prompt. Basically, the number of command line arguments sent and the size of the args array is going to be same. In this case, how many arguments are we sending? Sachin, Ramesh, Tendulkar, 3. So what will be the length of the array? It is also going to be 3. So if anybody would ask you, is it possible to determine the number of command line arguments sent? Yes. Simply tell args.length. That would give you the number of command line arguments that were sent. Am I clear with this, everyone? Right, perfect. With this, we'll call it a day. If you have any questions for me with respect to command line arguments that we discussed in today's class, please go ahead and ask me if there are any questions. I'm here, I'm waiting. Please let me know if you have any questions for me. Yes, Harini, I can see your text. Could you please repeat, sir, what is today's assignment was? Gayatri, at the beginning, I have done a practical demonstration of executing first Java program in our computers. That was the assignment. I want all of you to complete it. Aniket, sir, if you want to pass the numbers as parameters, then want to print their sum. Aniket, since you have already noticed it here, that the data is going to be received in the form of strings. So if you try to use the plus operator, instead of performing addition, it would perform concatenation. So first you have to convert it into integer type, then you have to add. How to convert it? Integer.parseInt. Ajay, that is not a length function. Here it is a variable. For array, it is not going to count the individual characters. It is going to count the number of locations. Now, I don't know if you're getting confused. Ajay, look at this. These are two different things, Ajay. When I tell args.length, it is going to give me 3. If you tell args of 0, can you tell me what is args of 0, Ajay? Sachin dot length. Here it is a function. And here for Sachin, how many characters? Yes, Sachin, 6. This is the difference. Always remember, for arrays, length is a variable. For strings, length is a method. All of this, maybe in the future classes, I will discuss. All of you, please look at here. See, the other day I have already told you how to download Java. Simply search for this. Download Java Oracle in Google Chrome. Go to the first link. Here you can download either JDK 17 or JDK 21. It is your choice. Depending on the type of operating system, the platform of your computer, download the corresponding installer and successfully it would be downloaded. That's all. And after which you should be setting to environment variables. All of you are smart enough. We live in 2023. It's an internet era. Even if you watch any YouTube video also, how to download Java successfully onto computer, that person over there, screenshot by screenshot, they would have explained what you should be doing, how to set the environment variables, what should be the name of the environment variable, what should be the value of the environment variable. Everything in detail would have been taught there. So please make sure you do it on your own. Sir, I have tried everything, but even then, for some reason, Java is not working on my computer. Only then you should raise the red flag to me. I would then personally intervene and I would explain to you how it should be done. Kevin, any doubt? Yes, Rohit, you can send whatever type of data you want. Need not be Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, but everything would be collected in the form of string. I am okay. I did not mention this, so my bad. I am not yet done with command line arguments. There is still 15 to 20 minutes of discussion. Unfortunately, I can't sit beyond this, so I will do it in tomorrow's session at the beginning. Then we will move on to the next part of the discussion. Next part of the discussion is going to be basic building blocks of a Java program, where we are going to understand keywords, identifiers, literals, comments, operators, all of those things is what next we're going to understand. No, Rohit, we can't change the type of args. It is pre-defined. It should always be string array args. Aniket, would you share your screen and show me the error for me to fix it? Okay, those of you who don't have any questions for me, no doubts for today. We are done for the day. So if you don't have any questions for either me or for Amar sir, you can leave for the day and you can join the session tomorrow at the same time, 7 o'clock in the evening. Right, Amar sir?
Yes, right.
Perfect. Harini, I received your text message. Thank you so much for the compliment and the appreciation. Harini, your kind words means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vaibhavi. Mamta, I got your question, Mamta. You don't have to repeatedly copy paste the same thing for me. Why should we declare string array args even when we don't pass command line arguments, sir? Mamta, that's what. Either you have to wait for one more day, or if you can understand, I'll give you the answer right away. There would be few users who would like to execute your program while passing the command line arguments. If it should be a program that is going to work for both user 1 and user 2, where user 1 is not sending the command line arguments, but user 2 is sending the command line arguments. You think an answer, will you be able to make your program work for users like user 2 in that case? It wouldn't be possible. And also, it is a syntax rule in Java, Mamta, that compulsorily string array args, whether you pass the command line arguments, whether you don't pass it, it should always be there. You're most welcome, Manoj Kumar. Thank you, all of you. If you don't have any doubts, you can leave for the day. We shall meet tomorrow. Aniket, could you please unmute?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right. Aniket, try sharing the screen now.
Okay. Sir, how to share the entire screen?
When you click on the button share screen, the first icon is what you should be selecting, left top screen.
Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible, Aniket.
I'll do it again. Then Java launch.
Could you please open your source code?
Yes. Can you see it, sir?
Yes, it's visible to me. I'm analyzing. There doesn't seem to be any problem at all. Okay, go back to the command prompt, Aniket. Exit from this, just close the command prompt. Get back to the hard disk, the directory. No, the Java programs folder. Go on top and type CMD there in the path location. Do the same thing, Java C.
Yes.
Launch.java.
Then enter.
Yes. And then execute it. Java space launch. Could not find. Any spelling mistake in the class name in the program? Just open the source code once again, Aniket. Launch seems to be correct. हाँ, नूतन क्लास नेम सेम ही है. Okay, mark the class as public, Aniket. Public class launch. Save the program. Do the same activity once again. Compile and execute. No, I think it is taking the same class file again and again. Delete the class file, Aniket, from the hard disk. Now recompile it once again. Execute it. Just type the command Java, Aniket. Hit the enter key. Okay, go to right click on this PC. Right click. No, right click on this PC. No, not here. There itself, right click on this piece. Properties. Search for environment variables. Yes, second one. Okay, in the system variables, do you see that in the second window, class path? Delete that. Double click. You're not able to
Edit it. I'm not able to edit the class.
Then how come it was set? You did not set these variables?
No, I set those variables, but I don't remember how I set those variables. I saw a YouTube video.
It just needs
Okay, I'll do the corrections.
I think if you can just delete this class path environment variable, it should be fine. Also, in the top section, user variables for Aniket, click on path there. Show me what and all is there. 1 second. Okay, just click on OK. Anyways, the commands are working. It's only not taking the class path correctly. Try deleting that class path system variable, Aniket. Then I think the problem should be resolved.
Okay, sir. I'll see to it.
Sure. If not, you can let me know tomorrow as well.
Thank you so much. Sir, can I leave now?
Yes, Aniket. If you don't have any questions, you can leave.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Any other questions for me? Anybody else? Swati, that is what I had told you. Please do a research on your own to know what environment variables should be set and how, because I want some efforts from your end also to be put. If you're not able to do, anyways, in tomorrow's class, I'm going to explain. All right, then. Thank you so much, everyone. It was another fruitful discussion with all of you today. We shall meet tomorrow at the same time at 7 o'clock, and the rest of the topics, whatever we had prepared for the fundamentals, hopefully it should be completed. Afan, please go ahead and you can message me. Okay, sure. You should be able to unmute.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Afan.
Yeah, so my name is Afan, and I've joined this session for the first time as I'm doing Python also. So I didn't get much time to join this session. So I wanted to know, like, what have you done in these days? So that's my question.
Got it, Afan. Were you attending ExcelR's Python sessions?
So I actually go from 7 to 9. So I don't get much time to join the session of this. So
No,
wanna ask,
I
like,
got it. So are you attending the Python classes elsewhere or is it through ExcelR?
no, sir, I'm doing somewhere else.
Okay, got it.
Yes, sir.
Most of them have been fundamental topics of whatever I have completed.
Yes, sir.
Java per se, I would say around 5 to 6 classes have been specifically to this particular programming language. And at least some 3 to 4 classes have been generic to programming. Fundamentals of computers, fundamentals of programming. That is what initially the discussion was. Nevertheless, I think you're not going to lose anything because you should be grateful to the ExcelR team. All of these sessions have been recorded and they're also available on the LMS. So whenever you find time, if not during the interval 7 to 9,
Okay.
you can just log into the LMS and watch all of the previous class recordings. I think that would give you a much better idea.
So have you given some PPT or something, or it's just like
No. All of the diagrams, whatever I used to draw, it's all on the Paint application. Here and there, there were PPTs also, but those presentations will not be shared with the students.
Okay.
But you'll get to see while you're watching the recorded class. So if you want to make any notes from the content from those presentations, you can go ahead and make notes.
Sure, sir.
Right. Java per se, I think some of the important topics that I've spoken is the history of Java, then the platform, how did Java achieve platform independency, the life cycle of a Java program, then the object orientation programming paradigm, what it really means, and the principles of object orientation. Then we dwelled into the concepts of classes and objects. There a couple of examples were discussed, the differentiation between a class and an object, how to create an object, who creates an object, what happens in the memory. That concept also has been discussed, and I think after which I have jumped into the input-output streams concept. What is system.out, system.in, system.err, the scanner class. Then it was the main method day before yesterday, not day before yesterday, the last to last class of mine, Thursday, I believe. Why the signature of main method is the way it is. And today is the command line arguments. So all of these are the topics that I've summarized you that I have discussed.
So I
Java.
wanted to ask, like, you just teach on this, or you have some other coaching classes or something, so that it will be easy for me if I come there and learn something from that.
Where do you reside, Afan?
Yes, sir.
Where do you reside? Do you reside in Bangalore?
Sorry, sir, I couldn't understand what you're saying.
No, I'm
Please repeat
asking where do you reside? Are you a native of Bangalore?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to hear you.
Am I audible, Afan?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, I'm asking where do you reside? Do you stay in Bangalore?
No, sir, I don't stay in Bangalore. I stay here in Pune.
Okay. So we do have offline classes also going on at ExcelR. We are also planning to start with the full stack course over there.
Yes, sir.
But again, since you're not going to reside in Bangalore, it would not be possible for you to attend the offline classes also. So maybe for time being, you can concentrate on your graduation. You're currently in which year now?
Sir, I'm doing MBA first year, general.
That's good. So let's see. Maybe I'll also have a word with the team if there are any online programs. If you're planning a complete full throttle, full stack course,
Sure.
end to end,
Yes, sir.
that information would be definitely sent across to you.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, Afan. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Any other questions for me? All right then, people. Thank you so much. Amar sir, I'm done.